God did. T.Y. Hilton got signed to the Dallas Cowboys. Congrats to T.Y. And to the Cowboys. This is the tweet that announced it. Jerry Jones is in there handling the negotiation. I'm intrigued to hear what his convo was like with T.Y. T.Y., one of the greatest humans to be around. Vibes immaculate all the time. He's a hard worker. He's got great juice. He's obviously was the number one wide receiver for the Colts for a long time. After Andrew Luck retires, it's kind of a carousel of quarterbacks throwing to T.Y. And T.Y. and Andrew were on the same exact page. It was awesome to watch live. T.Y. Slips to like the third round or fourth round out of FIU. Everybody said he was undersized, whatever the case. If you have an offensive coordinator that has a brain at all, that can just maybe get him in a little bit of emotion or off the line so he can't get jammed up, which certainly can happen to any wide receiver. He never had that trouble whenever he was balling, though. That guy would be in motion. He'd go up over 3 people and make big-time plays. We love T.Y. Hilton around here. He's obviously been on the show numerous times. I had no idea he was thinking about getting back into it. T.Y. has kids. He's a great dad, lives his life. Very quiet off the grid, like, hey, I don't need any attention. I'm happy that he is potentially getting a chance. He's got $600,000 guaranteed for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
He's got incentives that go up to $1.5 million. We're talking about what if he's doing what Odell does? He's in great shape. Let me just go to a team that needs maybe another weapon. He'll probably be their number 3 option.
Oh, yeah.
T.Y. will be able to pick it up quick. To have this guy who's a consummate Pro Bowler and professional as your fucking third option, good on the Cowboys reloading here in the middle of the damn season. They wanted Odell. Odell, I guess, 5 to 6 weeks out is what Micah said. And that's what Von Miller said, 3 to 4 weeks or whatever the case was. Jerry and the Cowboys, I don't know if they knew that before his visit down there. They signed Odell. We want relief right now. Or they signed T.Y. We want relief right now. What a fucking signing by the Cowboys. AQ, you've got a chance to see T.Y. work. We're all big fans of his. Very quiet, though, so he doesn't get like a lot of national pub. Stud of a player. And I assume he's the same as he's always been, which is just going to be hard worker, make big catch, and outrun motherfuckers.
I mean, I love the way he plays. And I'll always remember the game we played, second round of the playoffs, maybe in 14 at Denver. I think he was against Aqib Talib, and he had a monster game. And I was like, all right, like this guy's special. He was still starting to break out at that point, but he was special. Here we are, 10 years later, 9 years later, whatever it is, and he gets an opportunity to be a 3 and go possibly win a Super Bowl. It's awesome.
Happy for T.Y. They call him a ghost because he disappears behind coverages.
Goddamn right.
More specifically against Houston is where it came. He put up numbers against Houston that were just absurd. And I wonder if the Cowboys were like, Houston just exposed something. Let's get somebody that beats Houston. It's like T.Y. Hilton literally beats the Houston Texans franchise worse than any other player in the history. I'm happy as hell for him.
Yeah, and it feels like the perfect team for, a receiver who's just trying to go and win a Super Bowl in the latter half of their career at the end of the season. Like, yeah, he's their 3-option wide receiver-wise, but with Pollard and what they're doing with him and Zeke in that run game, Dalton Schultz still, like, if someone goes down, awesome. You have T.Y. Hilton to either slide up to 2 if something happens to Gallup or C.D. Lamb, or he can still just be that guy that gives you 10 plays, full speed, absolutely kills the team when you need it the most. So, I mean, that's the best spot. But like you said, like Odell is he just not a thing anymore now or what?
Well, Cole Beasley signed with the Buffalo Bills. He's back with some bars. He retired earlier in the season after playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 2 days, I think. Is that what it was?
It was like a week. It was like a week, right?
Shout out to him. He sniffed it out quickly.
Whatever the case, he was like, I am not about this particular operation. He ends up back at the Bills. Congrats to Cole Beasley signing. Congrats to T.Y. Hilton. For T.Y. Hilton and Cole, I wonder how many teams knew that they were interested. Because Cole announced his retirement, right, whenever he left Tampa Bay. In T.Y., not a single word has been said about him. Do you know how much he would have hopefully helped this Colts team? Not only because he would have been a leader, and he's been, missed mightily in that fashion, it appears, in the building. He is beloved by Colts. T.Y. is beloved by the city. He had a poster on the side of the stadium. T.Y. was on the side of the stadium for a long, long time. I think a lot of us assumed he was done with football.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was still thinking about playing football. The fact that he's not with the Colts, heartbreaker. We're not in a Super Bowl situation, but a lot of Colts fans are like, "What the fuck? This guy could have still been on our team. Like, what are we even doing?" I don't know if that's the case, but I do know the Colts fans ultimately, in their heart of hearts, after saying to Ballard in the current regime, "This guy, he's good enough for the Cowboys. He's not good enough for the Colts." Maybe it was just Ty waiting on the right situation. Happy as hell for you, Ty. Go finish this thing off.
Go, Ty.
However the hell you want to, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I assume he was probably content with not playing a full, 18-week season. But you look at like that. You mentioned the leadership, like that Dallas wide receiver room is relatively young. You get an established vet in there, especially like who's played in playoff games and kind of knows the drill. Like you look at the Colts, the Packers. Like if they would have had young receiving cores who would have benefited greatly from having him around.
Yeah, he has a youthful energy about him because he'll have a backpack on and his vibes are always high, but he works. Like dude works, which I have the utmost respect for, and I think sometimes that's the best form of leadership. Like, hey, this is how you do it.